like to record our little conversations at the beginning before we stop play. Uh, so how's your day been?
Not too bad. Puttering around the house a lot, trying to straighten up, organize, stuff like that. So,
Just in
not
general, or
bad.
you got something going on? Or?
No, it's just, things kind of slip a little bit and then they slip a little further and it kind of gets piles up on us. And so we go through and pick up, clean up, put things where they go.
I get that. Well, you're gone a lot. I mean, traveling and whatnot.
I am. Yeah, and I get in, if I'm working on something around the house, fixing something, I have a tendency to not put every tool away right then and there.
Oh, I
And
get that.
eventually enough of them. Yeah. Eventually my wife says you got to get everything out of the house. Okay.
It's like, stop. Stop. Oh. So, did you know that Kentucky is the only state that has a um, NFL uh, Hall of Fame for like college players that went to the NFL?
No,
Interesting fact.
did not know that.
Lots of them
So
have.
where is that? Louisville?
I don't know
Or
where
what?
it is. Um, I just saw a commercial. I was listening to, of course, I was listening to the game on 630 WLAP, and they were talking about it. So, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. They were talking about that there is an induction coming up, and they were talking about some of the guys, UK or Kentucky State players who went to the NFL were being inducted into the Kentucky NFL Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
And they made that statement that Kentucky's the only state that has that. I just thought that was interesting. Never would have thought it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like NBA, Kentucky's got a lot of NBA talent that goes to the Hall of Fame,
Yeah,
right?
that makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
But you would think that states like Ohio or Alabama or Georgia or something like
Texas.
that would, yeah, Texas would have a lot more NFL people that that become really good players.
Hmm.
The things you pick up listening to AM radio.
I did get into a new show a little bit today. Just watched one episode. I don't know if y'all have watched it.
What is it?
I can't remember the name of it. It's on Prime. It's basically just a D&D. Oh, shit. How do you get to there on the web browser?
You got to get you one of them there web browsers.
Oh,
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared, were you watching the game?
Oh,
Do you have
yeah,
ESPN Plus?
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
I
watching
can't. I don't have the Plus, so I
a bit
couldn't
ago.
watch it. I was just listening to it on WLAP.
You gotta place the bathroom closer to the run.
I couldn't
I think they
believe it.
had the game in hand. I mean, they're 6-1, and just everything's working right. This kid's he's not a starter. You want to get 3 to 4 innings out of him. So he was out in the fourth. He was cruising through the first three. He threw 30 less than 30 pitches through the first 3 innings. And then they bring him out one more, and it's clear he's lost control. Very, very early in the inning, he's lost control of everything he's doing. We'll just keep him going.
As soon as he started
urgency.
doing bad, that's when they should have pulled him. You don't wait until he's scored 3 runs.
Yeah, exactly. They tied the game up with him still in the game.
And also, I didn't understand. It's 6-6. There's 1 out. Bases are loaded in the bottom of the 4th, and the infield hit that they throw to first instead of home to stop the run.
He didn't think he could get him.
But this is.
I think he could have.
But you know what? This is single elimination. You lose and you're gone.
Yeah.
You got to go for those kind of things, man.
No argument out of me.
But West Virginia is really good. 32-13 or something like that on the year.
Yeah. Kentucky just didn't have pitching this year.
Kentucky's lucky to be where they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing above their level at the moment, or at least they were.
They're above the raisins.
They were anyway. But it's not over. There's still a lot of baseball left to play.
It's awful early for that kind of yawn. All right, who's not here? We don't have.
Raise them up. Who's not here?
All right, if you're not here, sound up.
I can see who's here on Fantasy Ground. We're missing Joe Bob, and we're missing John.
I'm trying to get in.
John's on.
Joe Bob.
There's John.
I don't see.
That's in Fantasy Ground.
There's Cade. I see Cade.
Don't see.
That's-
Has he? Rascaller looks active, but that's not on.
I look as though I'm in the process of getting on, so we'll see.
DJ just got bounced or left. I don't know which.
I didn't leave. I probably bounced.
Jared, I was telling James that I found out a little interesting fact that Kentucky is the only state that does a NFL Hall of Fame for players from the state that went to the NFL.
Well, that's got to be a small group.
Actually, there's a lot of players that they were inducting soon. That's how I heard about it. It was a commercial for their induction ceremony. But
So is it new?
looking it up.
I mean, obviously Paul Hornung. Probably at the top of the list.
Kentucky Pro Football Hall of Fame. .org.
All right. So Ted, are you in the Discord yet?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So I think we've got everybody here except for Joe Bob. He's done so. I'm done so. Tired of this bullshit. If he had a bottle cap, I'd take it away from him.
Danny Trevathan
I'll-
being in.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, start this
Michael
town and
Bush.
shit in the dirt. All right. As you recall, when we were here last several weeks ago, it seems like maybe about a month. We got all up in the business of Baba Lysaga and her hut. And real quick, who's got journal tonight?
I believe it's Cade.
Okay.
After Joe Bob, did he do the last one?
He had the last
Yeah,
one. He didn't
nobody
do
did the last one.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's a double disadvantage. I need to start getting negative ball caps. What can we call it?
Snatch the cap.
Snatch that cap.
Snap that cap. Snap it back up. You
There
can
you go.
dap it or snap it.
So, you guys killed Baba Lysaga. You killed the hut. And as three members of the party were beginning to go through the hut, and you found a green gem, very similar to what green glowing gem that that was what was powering the hut, and very similar to what you guys had seen previously when you were doing work for the Wizards of Wine Winery. And at the very end, Wrath, Skeller, and Willen disappeared as you guys were going through the hut to do whatever they did. And of course, you guys, the players, know, though the characters do not yet know. So we're going to pick it up. We're going to start in the hut. I believe I told you that when you looked at her body, you found some little baby shoes tied around her belt. That was, as we well know, that was Salim's baby booties.
Nothing fancy or anything on her.
I'll have to cast Find Steed and hang him from the pommel of the saddle.
There you go. Get your mama didn't love me tattoo. All right, so you're in. I'll read it once again. The description of the interior of the hut. 15 feet on a side and packed with old furniture, including a wooden cot, a wicker cabinet, a slender wardrobe, a wooden table, stool, a barrel-topped wooden chest reinforced with brass bands, and an iron tub stained with blood. In the middle of the room is a ghastly wooden crib with a small angelic child sitting in it, as I believe you all did attempt to interact with that child. All the furnishings except for the crib are bolted down to the floor, and you saw that green light seeping up through the cracks between the floorboard, which is what drew Celine to it and reaching for it and basically took the depowered, if you will, the hut, which is too bad because that was fun to whip your guys' ass with. So that's what you got.
I wonder if we could repower the hut and take control of it. If we'd be in control of the hut, if we.
You can certainly try.
All right, so that's gonna no.
I didn't say that.
I don't think I have enough magical knowledge with that stone to know whether we could control it afterwards. It'd probably just come back and try to kill us again.
So what would you like to do?
And we've searched the hut. There's nothing else in
The only thing you did not search the hut yet. You got the gem, and as you recall, you tried to. I think you tried to do something with the baby. You tried to pick up the baby or something, but your hands basically went through the baby, so the baby was not really there. And that's as far as you got.
I think I will do the same thing. I'm gonna search in the hut.
Okay. Right.
Looking for this
Well,
board.
you've got that chest there. Celine, the chest that is, I'll read that to you again. A barrel-topped wooden chest reinforced with brass plates. So, would you like to check out the chest?
All right.
If there's 18, he should search the rest of the house, and we can search the chest for the 15.
The only thing of interest is everything that I've read to you, and the most interesting thing being that chest.
Well, I'm not a chest opener so much so as other people are, but
Can
I'm not.
Esmeralda, would you mind giving can you check for traps on that, since your carriage, oh, I'm sorry, too soon, was so well trapped. Can you check the trap on that?
Perception. What I need is an investigation check if you want to check out this chest.
Esmeralda rolled a 16.
Okay, the chest looks fine. There's a lid you can open, or attempt to open. Might be locked.
I'll open it.
You open the chest. All right. As the chest lid opens fully, you see a whole lot of shit down in the bottom of it. And as you begin to look into it, a thunderous boom comes out of the chest. And it deals 17 points of thunder damage to Reverend as you open up the chest.
Damn.
And so please put that on there. And as you recover from that, I changed my button. There we go. 4 crawling hands jump out of the chest and move to attack you. Everybody roll for initiative.
So my try perception couldn't perceive that I heard any sort of scratching in that thing.
Well, they were inanimate until it was open. Oh shit. Sorry about that.
That's scary.
Golly.
All right, so what I'm going to do here, as opposed to putting us in, well, we'll put us in.
Did mine not roll?
Is Fantasy Grounds really slow right now?
Nope.
Doesn't look like Rathskeller rolled.
There it goes.
There you go.
All right. Who all is in? So I know Celine is in the hut. Esmeralda is in the hut.
Raylan,
Rev is in the hut.
for sure.
And I think that's probably
Raylan's all the way down here by us.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure I
but
was
not-
on my way
not for long.
to the hut, but I wasn't in there yet.
Okay. Okay. Rev is right here. I'm going to do a new map. Jide, where the hell are you? You're outside.
I'm trying to log in, but it is
I
not.
thought he was in the hut, if I remember correctly, with Salim, but I'm not sure.
Does that sound right to you, Jide? Were you in the hut?
It has been so long and lots of alcoholic beverages consumed since then that I cannot remember. I want to say he left the hut to do something whenever the baby.
We all left the hut. None of us were in the hut.
Right. At the beginning, nobody was in.
Right, but then
I
the
went
chest.
back in to search.
Yeah. So I think it was. We're going to go with you three in the hut, and I'm going to put the
Who
rest
found
of them on
the
the
gem
outside
then
of
if
the hut.
nobody was in it?
I would say Jai never.
He found the gem during the fight.
Oh, okay.
Everybody probably heard the boom, though. I would assume.
Okay, yeah. Anybody outside would have heard the boom, so I'm going to share a new map with you. I'm going to put,
Cool.
just so you guys can see, Willen, I'm going to put your character on the map, and I'm going to put Rathskeller on the map. You're not anywhere near this, but it's just so you can see what's going on. Okay.
This looks like third-party content.
But it's not. This is
That's official.
Really? That's it?
I can tell by the way
this
it
is a
looks.
module supplied.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the module artwork style. Whoever that same guy does all these, looks like.
Very cool.
All right.
Don't scream you out of the hut.
Esmeralda, you are up.
Okay.
And just real quick, Joe Bob, in case you didn't hear it, I may tell you, you got the journal, Joe Bob.
Oh, fuck me, running.
Okay. Please go ahead, Esmeralda.
All right. So I guess she's gonna go around this table, and she will. I need to take the Blade song off because I think it would have ended at this point.
Well, I don't know if it's been 10 minutes since the fight ended.
You can leave it on.
Okay. She will enact the green flame blade and go at crawling 4. And then she'll come around. 18. And one more time.
Jesus. What did that little claw ever do to you?
For some odd reason, it is not bringing up fantasy grounds for me. Like it logs me in, but it kind of goes nowhere after that.
You updated and everything?
Yes, just did it there earlier.
Okay.
I would try one more update just to.
I'll just close it down, update again, sure, and then.
I usually have to update twice.
She didn't drop her damage on the green flame blade damage on the claw number 3. Can she still do that?
Sure.
Sorry about
Claw
that.
3 or claw 4?
It's that secondary effect that it has on the one next
The one
to
that
it.
leaps
Yep.
to adjacent.
Right.
It's the one I always forget to do every time. I never use it.
Okay. Jide is just going to fly around. Rascaller is doing Rascaller things.
A Rascaller is very quietly stabbing Willen over and over and over, slowly.
Oh,
He's
All
already
right.
dead.
So we've got.
Not dead yet.
All right. Claw 4 is going to attack. Esmeralda's lighting him up, so I assume that he will attempt to attack her. Miss. Willen is being stabbed over and over. Reverend Raylan, your turn.
Very gently.
Is he really dying?
Oh yeah, he's dead.
He's dead already.
Rascaller kill him?
Yes.
Rascaller killed him.
Go ahead and shillelagh. And
oops.
Oy.
Great.
Automatic miss? Is that a fumble? Fumble risky? Got so many things pulled up here, I can't get to my fucking. There we go.
I'll be right back.
Rupture. You suffer ongoing damage equal to half your level until a successful medicine check, DC 10 plus your level, is done on you. This must include one use of a healer's kit. No other means can stop the rupture. So, until a DC 10 plus, what level you guys? 11?
That's going to be a DC 20 medicine check?
DC 20 medicine check with a medicine kit. Until then, you're going to take 5 points of damage starting this round and every round subsequent.
I don't even know if I don't think I even have medicine kits.
Subsequent, he says.
It's healing kit.
Willen does. That probably doesn't help. Right?
It's going to be a little difficult to get
that myself. I got a +9 on my medicine, so I should be all right.
Boy, this is not Rev's deal, man.
These are not your
He's not having fun.
claws.
Did you take your 17 points of thunder damage, Rev? And
Yeah, I technically only took 6 because I still had temporary hit points.
okay, gotcha. All right. Crawling Claw 2. I've got too much shit. Alright, Crawling Claw 2, the only one she can get to, or he can get to, it can get to, they can get to, is Esmeralda. Miss. Alpha. You're up and outside.
All right. So I hear all this going on. Is there any way I would actually be able to see any of those? Like any of the hands crawling around the hut?
Yeah, you can. Oh no, problem. Because they're up above you. You have to climb up the little steps there. So while that is curious, I don't think I've ever seen that. Are you? I don't see you as being in a mine.
That's what it
Most of the
shows
time
me
I'm-
while it's loading in, but then it usually pops all the stuff up afterwards.
I'm just completely restarting the computer and trying it again.
Okay.
So I hear all the shit going on.
Yep.
I'll pile in. Oh, stuck myself on the wall. Shit. Go ahead and pile in. Because why not?
Why?
Okay.
I'll see the one that Esmeralda's absolutely crushed so far, and I'll just... Spells are looking low, so I'm just going to toll the dead. Oh, shit. Now that I think about it. Probably not great, but I'm still going to roll with it. Wisdom.
Boom.
Boom. 12 and a 1.
And it's just, it seems to me that undead creatures should be at least resistant to necrotic damage.
Yeah, I thought that they
A
were
lot
going
of
to
them
be.
are, but
That's why I
not all
said,
of them.
oh shit, probably not what I should have done, but I committed to
These
this.
are not.
You're the DM. You could make them all immune to necrotic damage.
It's alright, that one's already dead. We can just move on. Alright, so my turn's done.
I'll keep that in mind for later. So just so you guys, it's the hut's turn, which of course it had 485 hit points, and you've done 272 points of damage to it.
Jesus.
So, and again, it had ranged attack of 120 feet or melee attack of 60 feet, attack of plus 12, hit, and 5d10 plus 8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh yeah, we knew that.
And man, I'm so disappointed I didn't get to finish that out. All right, Crawling Claw 3. Let's go. We're going to go odds. Esmeralda, evens, Celine. Evens. Miss. These guys suck. Shadow Slaw. Would you like to hold your...
I might hold my turn. What's my passive perception telling me about what's going on with Rathskeller and Willen?
You know that they are not present.
Okay, so the map is not strictly accurate then, is that what you're saying?
Right. Yeah, I just put them on here so they can see the map. So
Okay.
James and Steven can see the map.
So they are not where they are on the map, and I cannot, and I'm maybe I'm okay.
Yeah, they're
Where are
nowhere.
they?
We're not in the same room.
We're way south.
They don't get this excited
Yeah.
for wet food.
Okay.
You know?
No. Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
In that case, I will run up here, and then I will see what I can see, and I'll take a blast at something if I can see anything. Do I see anything?
As you kind of peek in, you kind of raise them up, and because it's up above you. I would say you see that there's a bit of a skirmish going on. If you want to, can you see the crawling claws from where you are?
No, I can't. So, and I can't. There's nowhere to get in. So I'll just stand over here, and I will hold my
How many
turn.
spaces do you use?
John, that's brilliant, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30 feet.
Yep.
All right. There's no way I can get in there.
Okay. Crawling Claw 1. Odds Esmeralda evens rep. Odds. Miss. These guys suck. Esmeralda, your go.
Okay.
Did we just go through that whole round?
Yep.
I didn't go.
I don't know.
You didn't, yeah?
Didn't, but you go ahead and go. You go ahead and go, and then we'll go to Esmeralda.
Well, I'll attack Crawling Claw 3. Weird.
You know how that happened? I bet I had the cursor on Esmeralda, and you rolled a higher initiative than she did, and I just didn't see it at the top. That's my guess. Yeah.
No worries. What's that? What was that other D8 for?
It rolled system shot save.
On the damage. Oh, it rolled
That I
radiant.
don't know.
It rolled radiant damage. Are they resistant to radiant damage?
They're undead.
It's undead.
Okay, cool. Just check. Second attack. Oh, rolled right off. Oh, but that's a hit. A 4 hits.
These are not real beefy.
All right.
Creatures.
And it is gone. And Salim will move down here. And that's the end of my turn. All right, down.
Okay, now go Esmeralda.
All right. So she will do what she does best. She'll start glowing a little green, and she will lash out at number 2.
Nice.
And then she will do that.
Oh, look at that. Max damage.
With a little of that.
Beautiful.
Then she'll flip around and
Yeah, toss that flame on somebody.
she'll do that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's crushing.
Whirling Dervish. Salim is
Followed.
just watching. He's like soaking in this masterclass.
Followed by
Called me a
that.
whirling dervish in sports.
That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Whirling. I was great in sports, man.
You were a good sportsman.
I hear you.
Well, I mean, you were really good at sports. I don't know how good of a sportsman you were.
No, I was a terrible sportsman. I talked shit all the time.
And then she'll just smile and wink at Salim, and she's done her thing.
You'll have to teach me that move sometime.
Red.
All right.
I heard that.
I guess I'll go ahead and sling my shillelagh. Try not to hit a 1 again.
Good.
Alright, let's put on my blessed strike.
You like to rupture your spleen or something when you're swung with your shillelagh and missed earlier.
Yep.
I gave you your 5 damage.
Oh yeah, I forgot to heal that. Yep. I will go ahead and throw my bonus action. I probably don't even need to do all this, but I'm gonna click it and heal myself with my aura.
Aura.
Oh, my aura. Dang, that's awesome. Alright. And that'll be I'll medicine kit next time once these are dead.
Alpha.
Finishing them off. Let's go, Claw 2. Toll the dead. Fail. Damage.
Nice.
Dead.
Pew.
Sweet. Pew pew.
Here you go.
I'm gonna move right there. And that's it. Just
Where are you moving? It
clear 'em
didn't.
out.
I don't see you. I don't see movement.
See movement either.
Oh, he's 5 feet to the left. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, there it goes.
I just did it. I just drug it.
Oh, weird.
It's so
Claw,
weird.
Claw 1. 1, 2, Celine. 3, 4, Esmeralda. 5, 6, Rev.
Come to me.
Rev. Have not had a hit yet in this combat. And, yep, there we go.
Nice. I mean, not nice.
Your AC is only 17.
Yeah,
I thought it was really high for some reason.
that is.
Okay.
And Baylor.
Roll a
Chad's
Constitution
outside.
save for an
Celine.
infection from its dirty fingernails. Salim is going to take a 5-foot step down, and then he will attack. Oh, miss. All right, second attack. That's a hit.
Dead.
Slices off all of its fingers.
All right. Rev, would you like to do your heal check? Your medicine check? Okay.
That'll do it.
So you didn't get it the first time, but you got it the second time. So I'm going to put 5 points of damage on you there. Then you're done. Now, you got this chest. Do you want to heal it? Do you want to do whatever you do to heal?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just eat a good berry, I believe. Actually, I'm at 13, so I'll eat 3 good berries. Down 1. And I'm gonna use, I think, probably the rest of these. Let me look at how many rounds I've got my first.
All right, I'm gonna start looking through that chest now that we've
It's like
killed all
7.
Okay.
the hands.
So you start looking through the chest, and you find the following: 1,300 gold pieces, 5
Money.
gemstones, very large, that are worth 500 gold each.
Whoa.
A vial of, let's see what this is. Clear, gelatinous, sparkly liquid. 2 scrolls containing 10 sling bullets. You also see,
Sling bullets.
yep,
Is there any biscuits and mustard?
you see some pipes, which I will share with you.
Oh, I know what those are. Rascal wants those.
You're not here.
Shoot.
Ha ha!
I think
And
I'm probably the only one that can use them, to be honest with
you see, and this odd-shaped stone that looks a little bit, well, a lot like cat.
you. Ooh, that's cool looking.
Interesting.
And you see one final thing. An amulet.
Huh.
That looks like this.
Ooh.
I knew what that was,
It's
but I
got
can't
Rev written
remember.
all over it.
I can't
Does that
remember
look
what
more
it is.
like a pillar or more like someone else's
What's a
god? Because
pillar?
that pillar is
God.
the god of that the shadow was into when he was human.
You can give me a religion check.
I've never seen that thing.
So long ago, so hard to remember.
Thank you for all that healing, CJ.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Does
bad.
Merelda know what any of these are?
We'll do checks on all of them.
I shoved them all into my backpack.
Red, this looks very similar to your holy symbols, of. So what year is a saloon, right? It's similar to saloon, but not quite.
Saloon or soon?
Saloon.
Soon.
One of you saloon, one of you saloon, right?
Yeah.
I'm Saloon. Yep.
I'm
he's
soon. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So similar to saloon.
The Morning Lord version type thing.
Very similar, but it's not quite the Morning Lord. But it looks similar. But it's
The
just a
mid-morning
little bit.
lord.
So you've got. So if anybody wants to do Arcana checks with any of this stuff, we can do that.
I do not have
I'm going to put
Arcana.
everyone.
Oh, I don't know shit.
Can we do it if we
Well,
don't have?
I'm officially in, so
How do you do
I need
that,
to
Jared?
roll that 4.
Can you roll anything, or do you have to be trained in something to roll?
I have always had for Arcana, you got to be trained in Arcana to see if you can identify magic items. I just don't feel like it's. I'm never a fan of identifying. Somebody just you're dumb luck roll.
I've always assumed that you have to be trained in something to be able to.
That was Pathfinder, but I mean, I agree 100%. You should be. I don't know if it is.
I mean, it's different if you're investigating something like pulling book things for a secret passage. That's a little different than
Right, but like history or religion or Arcana, I think those.
Yeah, I think you should have a proficiency. I'm with you, Jeff and Jared.
We need a study rule, and I agree that that's reasonable.
Okay, so everything's in the party sheet. Esmeralda, which item are you checking out?
Well, I'd like to end up checking all three, but can we do the cat first?
You're gonna check out the cat. All right, I will on a 20. I will identify the cat for you. That
Somebody needs to mute.
is a stone of good luck.
KB, is that your kid coughing?
I'm sorry, it's a what?
Stone of good luck.
Anyway,
Stone of good luck, it sounded like.
Yep, or a luck stone. Basically, while this polished agate is on your person, you gain a +1 ability to +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
Oh, that's huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the 19 get the pipes identified?
Don't even worry about those.
Pipes. 15-centimeter pipes.
These are known as pipes of haunting. You must be proficient with wind instruments to use these pipes. They have 3 charges. You can use an action to play them and expend 1 charge to create an eerie spellbinding tune. Each creature within 30 feet of you hears you play must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you for 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't have any interest in that.
Okay.
I do.
Hey, Joe Bob, can you mute there? We are getting all of Kennedy's stories.
Not that we don't
Somebody-
enjoy it.
There's somebody's baby's talking.
Yeah. I don't have
Who
any.
that baby is?
I ain't
Not
got
that I
that.
know
Is that
of.
someone hearing the baby?
That ain't my baby.
Not that I know of.
she's
I heard
talking now,
it.
but yeah, she wasn't saying
I know.
anything. Now she is, though.
Right now.
Yeah, she's been talking this whole time, dude. We've been hearing her.
Joe Bob just tunes her up.
Okay.
Joe's tuned her out.
Esmeralda, how do you identify that next roll?
Were there just the 3 items?
You've got there's that amulet. There is a vial of liquid. There are 2 scrolls and some sling bullets that give off a magical ball.
Just go
Okay.
down the list, I guess.
So did we already identify that
Not
sun
the sun
pendant thing?
We did not.
All right, what is that?
So you, as a
26.
monster hunter, have heard rumors, and you also know that you have been searching for certain items to help you in your fight against Strahd. And this is the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Oh.
And this symbol is a unique. It is a unique holy symbol sacred to the good-hearted faithful of Barovia. It predates the establishment of any church in Barovia, and according to legend, it was delivered to a paladin named Ludana by a giant raven, or perhaps an angel in the form of a giant raven. And Ludana used the holy symbol to root out and destroy nests of vampires until her death. The high priests of Ravenloft kept and wore this holy symbol after her passing. Ages ago, it was lost and nearly vanished in memory. Here is what this thing does. 10 charges. It regains 1d6 plus 4 charges daily at dawn. You can expend one charge, and present the holy symbol to make it flare with holy power. Vampires and vampire spawn within 30 feet must make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw. Failed save, the target is paralyzed for 1 minute.
Wow.
It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If you have the Turn Undead or Turn Undead Holy feature, or Turn Undead or Turn Unholy feature, you can expend 3 charges when you present the holy symbol while using that feature. When you do so, Undead have disadvantage on their saving throws against Turn Undead. Finally, you can spend 5 charges while presenting the holy symbol to make it shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. The light is sunlight and lasts for 10 minutes or until you end the effect. No
Dude,
action
he ain't got
required.
a chance, man.
And is
So
it
that's a pretty powerful tool.
So is it just Salim, Reverend, and y'all in the hut right now?
And
It's the 4 of you in the hut with Shadowslav lurking about the door.
Okay. So I'm gonna just Esmeralda, she's investigating all of this, is like letting everyone know what these items are. She's not like keeping this from anybody. And then how many more items are there?
You've got the vial of viscous liquid and 2 scrolls.
All right.
You're rolling like a boss, man.
What are the scrolls?
Okay, the scrolls. We're just going to go ahead and give you both. One of them is a scroll of mass cure wounds, and the other is a scroll of revivify. So, you've had a lot of that stuff on your abilities already, but you got a little bit
the
extra.
second one?
Revivify.
Revivify.
That's one use without a diamond.
Is that enough to find out what the liquid is?
It is not enough to find out what the liquid is. So you have to wait on that one.
Okay. And say there was one more?
One more, it's the sling bullets.
Biscuits and mustard.
Those are,
a
you have 10.
medicine on the one?
You have 10 plus 1 sling bullets.
Plus 1.
You want to roll a medicine check on what?
Whatever the vial was.
We only
Sure.
had a sling.
You have no idea.
Cool.
Joe Bob, you don't know where we're at, dude. This is not representative.
I would say, Alpha, would you and I want to roll off for the holy symbol thing for the?
I mean,
turn up
honestly,
dead and
you can have the holy symbol.
okay.
I feel like it would be beneficial for Raylan to have that anyway, because we want to keep our healer alive. And
oh, yeah.
I think that would give him the best advantage.
And if we're being honest, thematically, the sunlight kind of goes to you.
Yeah,
I agree.
Very much.
I also will have whenever level 5 spells. I think I have a daylight spell as well, which will help. So I can maybe not use the 5 charges for the sunlight. I can cast that spell, but the turn undead stuff and the vampire stuff's going to be.
I did take interest when I heard that it had been given to a paladin, but it does make sense.
You can't turn undead, though, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, you can. Oh, okay.
Oh, turn them or raise them. I can't remember.
It's all right though. I agree that because I've already got a sunlight thing from the sword.
Yeah, that sword is the most powerful thing in this freaking
So
realm.
it makes sense to have sunlight damage in a different place as well. So that way we can gang up on whoever. And so yeah, that makes sense.
I think Ray
Okay,
deserves
so-
it, man.
Yeah, if you all want to go ahead and
Power weapon.
you want to divvy everything out real quick.
Is anyone else interested in the Stone of Good Luck?
I think everybody's
I wouldn't mind
interested in that.
Yeah, I was gonna
Definitely
say
roll off
no
that.
reason to not.
Here's the thing, though. Everybody needs to check your inventory and make sure that you gotta look at
I've only
attunements. We can only have 3
Yeah, I've got my
attunements.
staff in the Holy
I've
Symbol
only got
right now.
one.
I've got, so I'm good
I've
with
only got
what
one
I've got.
attunement thing.
I don't
so-
have any. I bet Jai's got a whole bunch. How many you got over
Oh,
there,
I've
Jai?
got, he's all 3.
I think he's got 3.
Well, at least, but he might have more than that. I don't know if he's
Chalice,
using-
robe, ring, right?
He's got the robe and the
Uh,
ring.
Yes. Wait a second. I don't think the chalice is a.
No.
Do you have
that might
anything
be a
else?
dark gift thing.
Yeah, it's a dark gift thing.
Do you have
uh,
anything else?
No, it's the robe and the ring.
Cool. Cool, man.
And it's +1 to saving throws and what?
Ability checks.
Ability checks.
Ability checks. That's not that big for me.
I just want the pipe.
Bitch, you did.
Red, you're not here.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. If you
Oh,
forget it 'cause
Esmeralda.
everybody was in 30 feet. So it's like,
Cut
ooh,
me
you're almost
deep,
for sure.
Esmeralda.
That's why
You
Jide
cut-
was looking for you.
You cut me deep,
Actually, I
Esmeralda.
technically have 2.
I have the
forgot
Pearl
have
of
the ring.
Power. I have the Pearl of Power and this useless
Hey.
violin of illusion. So I'm just gonna chuck that thing in the fire if anybody wants it. It's worthless. It takes it's an attunement slot. So
What's it do?
So are you guys
all it
done?
does is just makes like illusion of musical notes flutter around me. It doesn't do anything.
Are you guys done in the hut?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't, because I had a really good roll on my search, so I think.
Can she Esmeralda, would you want to see if you think you could, like Bishop, control this house if we use the gem to bring it back? Or do you think it just start attacking us again? I mean, it's a monster. Do you want to set it on fire? Like, what do we want to do?
I don't know.
Head. Yeah, probably.
Slame's all for setting it on fire.
So I guess I'm as a player, I'm confused as far as what was controlling the hut. Is the hut separate from the witch that we've killed?
Yeah, there was the gem that was
crystal,
under the
I think,
floorboards in the middle that I took out, made it go.
The gem was powered. Yeah, the
No.
gem, like with the Gothias tree, it powered it up, so it kind of gave it life and whatnot. So we took it out, it stopped attacking us.
So is it just
Basically,
like a tree now?
Yeah, it's power
Oh,
source.
it's just
a hut.
Just a tree
It's
with
a hut
tree
built
Gave it
into
a
the
lobotomy.
It's like a giant treehouse.
It's like a stump.
Stump.
With a treehouse on it.
Treehouse lobotomy.
She
So is
probably
there-
found the gem and put it in there, and
Is there any
I'm
harm
sorry.
in just leaving it?
Not as far as you know.
that's up to you, Monster Hunter.
I mean, I kind of feel like if we've just disarmed it, just to leave it, if it requires that gem to operate, and we're going to return the gem to its owners.
Yeah.
I don't see a need to expend energy in destroying something that's no longer viable.
What
Yeah,
are those
I would-
things on
Except
its
that it
legs?
was my mother's house, and she was a total bitch.
Yeah, I think Salim would want
I mean, if
burn
you
that.
want to burn it, then be my guest.
I will use my. I'll reach out and see if I detect evil or from the house. Now that the gem is out,
Okay.
do I still pick up that there's anything there?
look.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm got check.
No, it just sounds like everything's got muted.
You do not detect any evil.
Okay. Well, then I'm pretty well satisfied that
Okay.
nothing that I won't do anything else to the house.
I mean, Rascal can't see this, but I can. What are those things on its legs? On the
I saw those too, like automation.
Yeah,
What
it's
are
like
they?
a little. I think it's just holding the hut to the tree roots.
Oh, okay.
That's my impression.
It
That's
did
what it
look
looks
like
like to me.
It's not
something
specified.
Good
robotic
point.
though.
I do think at this point, looking around, I would wonder where the hell Willen and Rathskeller have went.
Well,
Yeah,
as
once we
you
didn't
think
hear
that-
anything about them wanting any of the toys that we found.
As you think that, you look off towards the south, in the southerly direction, and walking out of the ever-present mist, you see this. Did it work?
You did.
Yep.
Nobody's reacting. Huh?
Holy
Oh,
motherfucker.
shit.
And he's walking towards all of you.
I'd prepare my
Holy
staff.
Shit.
What did you do?
And I'm going to say real quick, for the artwork alone, that's a bottle cap.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is amazing. It's
Tip
so
top
good.
bottle cap.
Bottle
Yay.
cap to Chat GPT.
Yep.
That's cool though. I like it a lot.
Alpha, you see Rascal walking out of the mist carrying the lifeless form of Willen, the lost. Blood dripping from his arms, blood stains all over his cloak.
What-
Not moving.
What did you do?
Rascaller, he looks at as he's coming up beside you, carrying Will on. He says, Willen was unraveling. He was paranoid, unstable. You all saw it. He was about to turn.
So you
I
killed him.
simply intervened.
Insight check.
Yeah, my 23 is going to be for the insight.
I just walk right up to him and I do a channel divinity on Willen for 40 points.
Nothing. He
We could
is
just get a
without a
scroll of
doubt.
Revivify.
Rascaller
100%.
says, this was the necessary step. When you see what I do next, your feeble mind will finally understand.
What are your plans to do with Willen? What are you trying to do here? What are you trying to prove?
He just kind of laughs. He's like, funny, isn't it? The one you all thought would betray you. You're the only one willing to save poor Willen. Don't worry, he'll be back. He'll be better, cleaner, and mine. And he touches him and casts resurrection on him.
Okay, now I do not remember all the specs on that. Was there any kind of price or anything you have to pay?
Mm-mm.
What?
Dark gift. But
Yeah.
we talked about this in Resurrection. Let me pull it up. Oh shoot, let me get it up.
So like Pet Cemetery.
Hold on. Alright, Resurrection. It says, and we talked about this, I was just gambling, but, it says that it removes any, like, condition or disease or poison that they have when it brings them back, and I asked you, is this a disease
Is this
or...
a way out? Yep.
Yeah, it's just like I asked you if this was a condition. You said no, it wasn't. I asked, was it a spell? You said no, and I asked you every single thing that this says in here. So, because I can't read it right now, but it says it removes magical diseases, curses. It says it doesn't remove those, but you said it wasn't a curse and it wasn't a magical disease. But we were just talking about.
I said you could try it.
Yeah, you said I could try it, and so you said there might be some dice roll involved. I don't know, but
All right, so here's what we're going to do. First and foremost, Rascal,
yes.
I want you to give a I want you to give me a medicine check.
Medicine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to use my inspiration point.
Use one of my inspiration points.
I got it. I got one. I don't have medicine. This sucks. Man, I don't want to do this. Can you give me something with charisma?
Nope.
I was hoping I was just gonna do like a charisma check since that's my magical
This
DC.
is the first of several things that's going to happen. So it's not a.
Jared's playing hardball. I like it.
19.
Nice roll.
All right.
Wow. That's a Jim Dandy. Drop to 14.
As Rascaller touches, I assume you laid him down on the ground, correct?
Yeah.
You lay him down on the ground and you touch him, and imagine, seeing this small, child-sized body being jolted by an automatic defibrillator. And that jolt of electricity going through his body jerks.
I can't hear you, Jared.
His body jerks.
Yeah, like a defibrillator.
Like a defibrillator. Yeah. Willen, give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right, I want to burn an inspiration of my own.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Good use of an inspiration.
Willen, how many dark gifts did you accept?
Oh man. Spit.
I see the Vampir's gift.
I think it's 2.
It
And
says
Cain.
it says it removes all of conditions and stuff.
I know.
Okay,
Exactly.
I just wanted to, I'm just freaking out over here, okay?
All right. I want you, Willen, as you gasp and your eyes open up as if you've just been shocked back to life as you have been. I'd like you to give me a wisdom saving throw. First of 2. And before you do that, roll a d6. Evens, okay. Now give me a wisdom saving.
Come on, Will.
Great.
Come on. That's your
All
bread.
right, I got a +8, so I'm not going to use my inspiration.
Slim
I'll
says
use
a
it.
prayer to me, Aliki.
I'm going to use it. I'm going to use my inspiration. Hold on.
No better time than the.
This is probably the time. I'm
Yeah,
dead. Holy
Hell
shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You no longer have Vampir's gift.
Oh, sweet.
Rascaller looks down at him and he's like touching his hair, you know, like kind of pushing it away from his brow as he's kind of coming back, and he's like, "Shh, there
Willen.
you are. There you are. Hold
Give
on.
me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit! Double clicked it. I'm used to double clicking. Just take the first one.
Make the first.
It's only a 29.
You no longer have Thykane's gift.
Ooh.
And
That's
you remember
huge.
seeing him with those dark, glowing, sickly yellow eyes.
You cured his jaundice.
And his eyes revert back to normal. As both of your gifts have been removed.
Rascaller looks down at him.
Rascaller.
Yeah.
Follow.
Rascaller looks down at him like, breathe, little thing. The voices are gone now. The whisper in your blood. The curse. It's quiet. And I took it away. You're clean again, thanks to me.
And Willen, you feel like you have not felt for quite some time.
While this is going on,
You no longer.
Side. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna run up to the side, like kneel down beside him, and almost like not be able to stop myself in time to almost shoulder check Rascaller. Just kind of dead, laser focused, and just Willen, how do you feel? Are you okay?
Rascaller
It's
does
like
nothing.
asking
He
a
just
million
kind of backs up
questions.
with his hands up in the air.
Willen, you know that before Rascaller did what he did, several people in your party owed you something. But you no longer feel that. You feel happy that you've helped them. You no longer feel that you are surrounded by enemies. You look at these faces all looking down upon you with concern and love. And you realize these people that you thought were in are your friends, your family. You look at the face of the wolf, Alpha, and you looked up to until he turned on you. And you realized something was wrong. He never turned on you. You can trust him as you always have. You can love him as you always did. And you know that he is there. How could you have thought such terrible things about all of these people surrounding you, looking down, love and concern in their eyes? The guilt overwhelms you.
And he kills himself.
And he throws himself off the near side.
I'm having a hard time hearing you, Jared. It's just,
So I just said he threw himself off the nearest cliff because he feels so guilty.
Give me a guilt check.
Where's your off?
Rascaller, will you kill me next? I don't want to be stinky anymore.
I blew my wad.
And Willen, like he still has his eyes because of the original dark gift. It's still his eyes are still twice as large as usual. So you see his eyes, his huge eyes, fill up with tears, and he just starts bawling in Alpha's arms. Like he rushes to Alpha. I'm sorry, I don't know, and you get barely intelligible.
He's just patting him on the back the whole time. Just hold them, embrace him, just pat him back, just let him get it out.
He cries in your arms for what feels like several minutes, or what for Willen's point of view, it feels like half hour.
Yeah, I'd like to come up to him and kind of lay a hand on him and say, we know We know what you were going through was all part of them gifts and whatnot, so please don't hold it against yourself too hard. And I like to cast calm emotions on him just to kind of help appease.
Nice.
Oh, all right. So he settles down a bit, but he still like immediately latches onto you, grabs you around the waist. He still has tears leaking out of his eyes, but he's not crying as hard. And he rushes. Yeah, he rushes from you over to Ez and to Salim even. He says, "I don't care if you stink." Then once he makes his rounds to everybody, he looks at Raskeller and he gets very serious. The tears immediately dry up. He looks at Raskeller, says, "I never really thought snakes were evil. Just really, really creepy." And he holds out his hand towards you. And he starts walking towards you.
He looks at you. He says, he takes your hand. He says, "I fixed what the others couldn't or wouldn't. Remember that the next time you think of doubting me."
Wasn't gonna kill you. But now I don't have to kill anybody thanks to you.
You don't have anything to say to Raskeller. Or Raskeller, do you have anything to say to anybody else?
Yeah, I was kind of walk up to him. Willen stole the handshake thing I was going to do. I was going to stick my hand out to him and say, "Thank you for doing what my magic could not when I made the attempt." But I, of course, always know your motives are always usually self-serving. So I think that this might have something that you have planned in there, whether it's just to try to put a wedge between all of us and Mr. Willen, because we could not or would not, with my quotes up, help him. We would have done anything, and I would have given my life to save him. And but you were able to, so thank you.
He looks at you, just condescending, and he's just like, "You pray for miracles, cleric. I, on the other hand, perform miracles. The difference is, mine leaves scars." And he looks at Willen.
Y'all will walk up after, just kind of looking over Rathskeller, kind of seeing how he's just staring down Rev. He's gonna stand, not really gonna hold out the hand, but just give him a nod and just say, "Thank you, Rathskeller. I pray to Saloon this is not another trick. I hope that the trust and respect you've gained isn't misplaced. Once again, thank you." He'll toss you a potion of greater healing.
Just catches it, tosses it right back. "No need. Your appreciation is duly noted."
He'll nod and go right back to Willen.
Esmeralda is going to she's going to give Willen a little hug and kind of toss his hair. She's going to look at Raskeller. "I appreciate you bringing our little one back to us. However, I trust you about as much as I trust a raccoon in the kitchen. I'm going to be watching you. I don't know what your motives were for this, but I know they weren't good." And she's going to walk over and stand next to Bishop.
"You cut me deep, baby. It hurts when you talk to me that way." He looks down at Willen again. And he's like, "That's twice you've been born now, little one. Only once was your mother involved." And he tells you telepathically, "Make no mistake, you belong to me now."
Now, did you do that telepathically? You said.
The last
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
How do you respond to that?
You can respond telepathically too.
So, yeah, Willen is standing right next to Alpha, holding Alpha's hand, but he looks at Raskeller, meets his eyes, and nods. And then, I guess, telepathically, he says, "I remember what you said before you stabbed me. I won't forget."
Keller telepath.
Remind us what he said, because I don't remember.
I can't remember.
What's that?
I said, remind us what he said before he
I
started.
said it
because I
comes
don't
at a
remember.
price or something. He has to be my practical.
Yeah, I've got to be as practical.
I said that he can love Alpha and the party and all that stuff, and he could be exactly the way he was, because that's what he wanted from that wizard. I overheard that. But I said,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, he has to, do my bidding when I ask for it. But nobody heard that. So. And he says, when you said, "I'll never forget, I won't forget it," he says, "I won't forget it either." And he smiles at you and nods back.
Stanislav, we have not heard from you during all this. Or Jide.
Jide is like a jealous ex-girlfriend over here. He's seen him carrying that lifeless body, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One by one, get the strong survive." And then he sees you go through and do all this, and he's like, "Oh, what a puss boy over here." But yes,
You
he
say anything
is.
to Rascal?
I'm sorry.
I was asking if he says anything.
He has not said anything. He's just going to kind of look at him and just give him like the whole just little head shake of disapproval.
How do you respond when Willen comes up and gives you a hug like he did everybody else?
Did he give me a hug?
Yeah, he did everybody.
He made his way around to everybody.
Yeah.
He will just like not even look at him, just like take his hand and like pet the back of his head like 2 times and just like send him on his way. Just then staring at Raskeller the entire time.
Willen is absolutely oblivious to Jide's discomfort.
Oh, he wouldn't say like complete discomfort. He just like the most just like don't even really look at you. Just looks at Raskeller and gives you the double pat.
Rascal sees that
Right,
stare, and he's
from Willen's point of view, you guys hugged it out. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're good.
Rascaller like barks at Jide and says, "Leave him be." Jide. He doesn't say practical, Jide.
Ooh.
Cuts
Ooh.
deep. That cuts deep.
He's gonna be his battered women sheltered wife again. He can go put on his apron and stare out
Sorry,
the
I'm coughing.
kitchen sink window. Always, your words have such harsh meanings. No, but that's. He don't say anything to you. He just looks at you.
I'm happy to go last. I mean, I think from a metagaming standpoint, I probably had less dog in this fight than most. But I'll just say that when he saw Raskeller carrying Willen up, his first instinct was go into monster hunter mode. He's never really had any great love for Raskeller, and the more monstrous he's become,
No love
the
for
more,
Rascaller. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
the more monstrous he's become, the more the less he's endeared to him. But then things kind of unfolded before he could react, and he heard it all out and kind of saw maybe where this was going. And then, when Willen's kind of making his rounds to everybody, he kind of puts his hand on his head and treats him kind of in a way that like Aragorn or Gandalf or one of those kind of more stoic, wise men would have talked to Pippin and let this be a lesson to you, because he is kind of a hard ass. He's old school. He's stoic is the best adjective for him, and this is what you get for Pippin touching the Palantir. This is what you get for you can't keep your hands off of those sarcophagi, and you're dealing with things that are beyond you, and you've bitten off more than you can chew, and it's not without a price, and we've all had to pay part of that price. And I mean, that's kind of where his head is, and he's not.
You realize he's a fool, but an honest fool.
I think he is. He looks to be an honest fool again now. So that's where Shadowslav is in all this.
Okay. So, anything you've been mostly quiet. You've said a little bit, but not much.
Well, I mean, I rolled an insight. I don't guess that I picked up anything weird, any weird vibes or anything like that. So,
what was it that you were doing insight on?
When he walked back with Willen in his arms and started to resurrect him, I rolled a.
You got a 17, so I'll leave that up to Steven to what a 17 would have picked up.
I mean, everything he said there, and that's what he believes. Rathskeller. I mean, I'm just.
Yep. There's no deception or anything like that.
No, there's no deception at all. I mean, he didn't.
Yeah, because it's really hard, because you definitely did it to heal him, but to get something bonus out of it. So it's just one of those.
Well, the main reason why I did it was because I didn't want you or Alpha to have to burn a diamond. You know what I'm saying? To get rid of this shit. And I knew what was going to happen from being in his mind.
Is that you, Steven, or you, Rathskeller? So he wouldn't have to use a diamond to do it.
That's Steven. I didn't want you guys to have to burn a diamond, because I could do it with my gift. I can only do it once, and I did it with that. But and I also talked to, before I even did this, I talked to Jared, and he said, well, there'll have to be some dice rolls involved, which normally there isn't, and we luckily rolled great. But I didn't want you guys to have to burn a diamond. But now all this, dialogue and shit is just Rathskeller being Rathskeller. He and Raylan don't like each other. I think maybe you guys might notice that, but I don't know.
Well,
but
seeing everything that Salim's seen and knowing what he knows, he's seriously taken this just as another sign from Mialiki that things are back on the right foot, and even keel. The party's coming together. Willen's back. Praise log and.
Praise log.
Praise log.
What was the new
one?
And praise.
I don't know.
I can't remember. So, but yeah.
And I think it.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't think that anything Rathskeller does. Like, we had a moment a while ago where it seemed like he was, getting closer to having some realization that even if we don't agree with how things work between the group necessarily, we are functioning together and trying to at least keep each other safe and those kind of things. So with this, since his development back into more of the asshole Rathskeller,
he's just talking shit. I mean, he's still doing good stuff. I mean, he brought Willen back.
Well, right, but you do everything, like I said, we've always talked about, if you have ideas for things, talk to us and try to work us through things. So the fact that you did this yourself again, in the shadows, just leads me to believe it was all, was more for something you wanted, not to actually benefit and help him in the group. It was, it's a side deal, it's that kind of thing. So, and I'm just saying from Reverend's point of view on this thing, it's like, okay, we saw the glimpse of goodness. I would hope that this is another step towards that, but I'm just having a hard time with it because of.
Oh, you should never trust Rathskeller. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
He's always got, ulterior motives.
Well, I mean,
but-
and that, I mean, and kind of, it's like the thing. Even when we go after Strahd, I think we can trust you guys you and Jide to fight with us and try to kill this dude and whatnot. But it's like when it gets to who's taking over for him or those kind of things, it's going to be eyes on you guys as soon as we kill him to see if you're going to try to turn on us and take over.
Celine has none of those misgivings. He is all in on this party now. We're all together. We're like on all cylinders.
We're all in this
Yeah.
together.
Agreed.
Another thing too is I'm not gonna talk what James and I just did. I want it to be a surprise for everybody.
Of course.
If I talk it out, then it's nothing. So I don't know.
Well, it's not nothing. It'd be part of a group. It's like it's a different role playing scenario as far as talking to the group and those kind of things. Like the fact that you did it this way is completely fine for characters, story, everything. I have no issues at all. I'll just say it. It's like
It just sounds like you have an issue. I guess.
No, I don't. I'm
No?
telling you what my character thinks is like, okay, we definitely still have negative thoughts that you might be doing something devious as opposed to.
He's
any
always
sort of-
looking devious and feeling devious. Everything he says, he's just a condescending asshole, So everything he says to you guys is always going to be like you're whatever. Even though I don't think that, he thinks that, and he's just he is what he is. So
I think Rev has the issue.
I'm sure that Esmeralda does too. By the way she talks to him, which is fine. I like it. I think it's great.
Well, I mean, I think Shadowslaw's a little in that same boat too. He's like,
I'm in that boat as well, for sure.
Yeah.
We definitely
That's fine.
like
That's totally
we have
fine.
you're a great person to have with our party. We just always side eye everything that you do. Pretty much.
I think you totally should.
Yeah. So do we want to go ahead?
No, go ahead.
Do we want to travel back to the Wizards of Wine and give them back their thing? Say, have you heard anything? Any news about that last one that you're still missing? Has anything turned up? Any ideas where to look? And then we're going to try to talk to wolves to see if they wanted to storm the castle with us, or
Yeah, I was going to. I would probably go ahead and send. First, I would use the raven that I still have out from the figurine. And I would use Animal Messenger to send a message to either the older wolf that played the flute or what's the girl's name? Zuliki or something like that? I think it was Zuliki. I can't remember.
The NCAA driving change.
To either her or the older guy, either one, and just let him know. Gather the pack. I'll be there soon. I'll explain later. I think it's less than 25. Yeah, sure. That's cool.
Is there any way for us to send a message to the winery and ask for one of the were-ravens to come pick up the stone?
We could.
we can tell them we found the stone. Send somebody you trust to grab it because we don't want. I mean, who's better to keep it safe on the way there other than us? Like there's things out here that can attack random people. We'd be lost again, possibly.
I'll keep it safe.
Side eye.
I guess we could call out and see
Is
if
that
there's any
side-eye?
of the ravens here that are the were-ravens. If we get a reply.
There are ravens all over Barovia.
Now, does anybody have scry or anything like that?
I do.
Do you? Because I didn't know if it would work for if we have one of the gems. I'm sure that they were all together at one point. Would be able to scry based on the magic of where to see maybe tell where it might be, or is that scry only for people and thoughts?
I have no. I've never even looked at the spell. I know that you're supposed to be able to spy on somebody, but
I know there's also like
they may roll off to see if they're being like scried on or something like that.
Yeah, but they can't. They can't detect me because I have non-detection, so they can't tell.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think there's like also like a find item spell or something like that. That if we had something similar to it, we might be able to try to. But I don't know if any of us have anything like that. spells that I can prepare. Yeah, scrying is on there. Legend lore.
I can do it for free, so if you want me to.
Yeah.
So you wanted to scry on who?
No, we were.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I was looking for a spell like that you can look for, find magic item or whatever that you could track. So if we had a version of the gem, we could try to track something like it to try to find the other one. But scrying is more just people or creatures. And
You can look in a specific location. You can't.
Yeah.
Specific location, specific person, but you can't use it as a way to hunt something down. Okay, what would you guys?
I don't know.
Would you guys like to rest?
Yes, please.
Get out of this swamp.
Yeah, I would.
I don't want to rest in the swamp.
Right, I got a question. How much health should Willen have after that resurrection?
I think you have all of it, but you're gonna have a rough couple of 4 days.
Yeah, basically, you got several. What is it?
I've got a debuff, a -4, I think, and then every long rest reduces by 1.
Yeah.
I'll walk over to Jide just before we rest and everything, and I'll give him the last channel divinity for 40 hit points. I have some good berries if people want some. I have 7 left. That's,
I'm only down 6, so
I'm only down 91.
that's it.
That's it.
Just rub some dirt on it. It'll be all right, man.
Walk it off. Get some Windex.
Walk it off.
I can, if we were taking a rest, then I could always do some 4th level cure wounds on you guys to try to bring you back up a little bit before we rest.
I can also do the same.
Bishop needs some healing.
Okay. Well, we've been sitting here for 10 minutes. I'm sure
he
he's
can bring
gotten
himself back up.
He's gotten 10 hit points every turn,
He
every
won't
6
need
seconds.
I can cast aid again.
That's his temp.
Alright, this is gonna be a lot.
That is not temp.
Oh, that's right. You are correct.
But it will reset when we take a long rest,
Give it
so
to him,
maybe it's
brother, but
pointless.
told you that.
I'll go ahead and do my starry form again just to be able to get this extra chalice action healing. And then I'll put the chalice on. Let's go up to cure. Level 4. Is Willen still down, you said? Or is he back up?
He's up full.
He's at full.
He needs a few successful long rests.
And if we're gonna be traveling, you're gonna have plenty.
Here's 1. 2.
Oh, Rascal doesn't look like a zombie anymore, I think, from using that.
I thought yours didn't go away.
All of them?
Yeah, I'd have to say it in the effects whether it goes away or not.
Yours didn't say it, did it?
Yeah, my teeth come back whenever my stuff's done,
Oh.
but
Let me see. Nope, it doesn't, so. It doesn't. Resurrection.
alright, so you're full.
Manufacturers are
Dang, at level 4 cure wounds, 43 hit points. Alright, and I got 1, no, that was 3, so that's all that.
Oh, he's undead. Alrighty.
Who ended up getting the amulet with all the? It looks like sun, but not soon.
That'd be me.
Rev did.
Looks like the Kroll weapon.
Yeah, crawl.
The glaive.
What's that thing called? The glaive?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing like a glaive.
Does anybody want to roll off for the Stone of Good Luck?
Here.
What? Remind me what that is?
I think all of us do. It's
Plus
a one
one to,
plus one to ability checks and
ability
saving
checks,
throws.
saving throws.
I mean, Willen would like to have it. I don't know if he knows it exists. Nor does
I think
Rascal.
everybody should roll.
Hey, there you go.
All right, I'll roll off.
Ain't gonna be Rascal. Ooh!
Oh,
Ooh,
As a
look at
flavor,
her!
damn.
Two of them!
Double.
Get!
So it looks like we're rolling off for it.
Yep,
as
double roll off.
All right.
Oh!
Oh, by one.
Good job.
Damn.
Wow.
Nice work, babe.
All right, that has tapped me out. Other than my good berries, how many more are you down there, Jide?
Thank you, Reverend.
Jide, how many hit points are you down? Okay, he doesn't get any more healing. He'll use his hit die.
Chad is down 15.
He's still.
15?
He might still be muted.
All right, go ahead and take. Can you take those off? I've got 4 good berries for him, and then I've got 3 left, so I've got 12 hit points left. Y'all, or you said you were down 6, so go ahead and remove that.
I already healed myself, so you can keep it. I just
All right.
remembered the healing word.
Shadow, how many are you down?
7.
All right, take 2 of these for 8. And I got 4 left for somebody.
I'll take them.
Okay, heal yourself for 4. And that was from last time, so I can go ahead and cast good berries for today because I haven't done that. So now I have all 10 back.
Okay. You don't want to rest here in the swamp, right? Ted, I believe.
Salim said he didn't.
I would prefer not to. This is.
Now that I'm tapped
this
out,
place
I would
got some
prefer not
ghosts
to.
for me, so I'd like to get away from it.
We can rest in the hut.
I have a tiny hut as well.
Yeah, put a tiny hut inside the hut.
Hut in a hut.
Yeah.
When aren't you going to get a chance to put a hut in a hut?
Double hut.
Hut that shit up.
All right.
Hut it up.
It's on you if you need it.
Put it out.
All right, I'll burn the last 3rd level.
Okay. And you hut it up, which means no fun for me.
Double hut, bus rolling down the street.
Long rest. All right, so you wake up the next morning and begin making your way north. As you may recall, the land was, as we discussed, very swampy. And going along the
Like swamp
the
ass.
river, the Lunar River, it's really not so much a road as a trail for most of the day. And by early evening, you get to the Luna River crossroads. And that is basically, where is the So basically, I have a reminder that the road comes to the next intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of snapwood side posts thrust upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. Top half of the sign featuring arms pointing in 4 directions lies east. I need to do something here real quick. Okay.
Where are we on the big map?
You are. Well, if I show you my map, I don't have the DM map up here for some reason.
I've just got the big map you shared with us. I put it in a big bar.
Oh, here we go. You guys are. Share this one. Right here.
Okay. Or by that bridge?
Yeah, right by the bridge. And you've walked most of the day and into the early evening to get there. So if you would like to do another rest or want to keep on going into the night, you.
Willen would like to do another rest.
Okay. Rest of you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Oh, before we rest, I would like to try to do a greater restoration on Willen.
Okay.
Just to see if that does anything. Try to, one of those double check Raskeller shit real quick. You never,
Okay.
you never know.
Passed away.
Cool. Does it do anything?
No.
Did it again. Sorry.
And in that case, I'll just use another tiny hut whenever.
Okay.
Sounds so dejected.
We can go to the wolves. Try to
Where do you guys want to go?
Try to do a rallying cry for the wolves real quick.
Alright, 26 plus 4.
Which
The wolves are. Let's see, where were they? They're way over.
Which the Ravens should have met them before, so they all should be gathered for the most part, I think, correct? Because I think it says in 24 hours the Raven can go 50 miles, I think.
Okay.
And then the day we traveled would give enough time for them to gather everybody, I think.
Yeah, they're at the werewolf den. Yeah, I would say that they're gathering, but yeah, so you want to go to the werewolf den or you want to go in that direction? And yeah, to be clear, I just told them to gather at the den, right?
Yep. I'd like to just go straight in there. Well,
okay, well, the rest of you want to do.
I'd like to go to the wolves.
I'm Team Alpha. I say wolves.
Okay, how do you want to go
Same.
get to the wolves?
so I think that I would walk in, because it starts at the wolf's mouth, right? Because it's shaped like the big wolf.
I mean, from where you are, the Winter River Crossroads, to up here where the wolves are up here.
Oh wow, that's far away.
How are you going to get there?
Do we want to stop at the tower on Lake Baratok?
Yeah.
See if Van Richten's there. It is on the way.
Do it.
Yep. I'm in.
Okay. Just as a reminder, the tower. You come across this cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods, rapid left, thick fog, creeks across the still waters. And you see this barrel top wagon.
It's hard to hear what you're saying.
But you don't see the barrel top wagon. It got blown up.
Yeah.
Tower is old and decrepit with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. As you go to the tower, it is quiet, it is dark, you don't see any lights, any torches, candles, anything like that through the windows. It seems quite still.
Just want to go up to do another long rest there.
Sure.
Try to get Willen back.
Okay.
He's got a -2 debuff right now.
As you make your way out onto the peninsula where this tower sits, and you're right here, halfway across the peninsula. And the sky begins to darken unnaturally so as clouds roll in.
I'm
Thunder
sorry, I
rumble.
just can't hear you. I don't know why.
Does anybody else have trouble hearing me?
It's a little bad. I mean, it's not. It's a little
I don't
garbled.
know. I'm talking as loud as I can. I don't.
I can hear.
It's not a
I can hear
loudness
you
issue.
mumbling.
It's a garbled issue.
Yeah, you're just kind of mumbling.
I don't know what I don't. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to speak as loud and as clear as I can.
Well,
It's
I mean,
not- it's
I'm
not
just
the way you're
telling you.
speaking. It's
Yeah.
it's to do with the microphone.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, I won't say anything anymore. I'm not going to know what's going on. I don't think anybody else is either.
Well, what I was saying is dark clouds rolling in. The wind picks up, and you see circling down from the clouds towards the top of the tower a dark flying horse with flames coming from his hooves.
Oh.
And a rider that you recognize so very clearly.
Mm-hmm. Say no more.
And we'll just start there next week. I know it's a
ignites
short
the
session,
sun
but
sword.
I think I would almost
Okay. Alright.
ask Saloon and try to summon, or try to do a talk to my divine intervention and see if Saloon will just strike him down from the sky.
well, okay, we can try that next week.
All right.
All right, so guys, wasn't a whole lot of dice rolling and excitement, but man, that was cool.
That was definitely
very
some
cool.
good.
I just want to go ahead. I thought it was great. I would like a little clarification for my own, for John's knowledge, not Shadow Sloth so much, of what exactly came of Salim going and meeting his mother and having that intervention, because I got distracted a couple times and I just don't know exactly what came of it.
Yeah.
Well, not much came of it because before she was able to have a conversation with him,
I attacked.
he pulled out his sword and attacked her.
I smote her.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
that will forever be a mystery.
Yeah.
Maybe we shall
All
come.
right. I just want to make sure I hadn't missed something. It sounds like maybe I didn't.
You did not, because it
Okay.
I wasn't there. So.
Yeah, it just got sidetracked basically. Which is fine.
Okay.
It worked.
All right.
Willen, you were amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him
Oh,
anything.
That
no,
was
dude.
fantastic.
Amazing.
I
All
agree.
right, so next Sunday, we're supposed to have a horse running at Churchill Downs at 5 o'clock. If it's rainy, like it's supposed to be, then we probably we'll probably scratch because the race will come off the turf. So we'll either play Sunday or we'll play Monday if Monday works. But I'll know. I'll have a better idea. I won't know until Sunday morning.
Are you going to the track?
Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of people there. So.
What day? What day is Monday?
Hey,
Monday is the
9th.
10th. 9th.
Monday the 9th. June the 9th.
I'm just letting you know right now. If there's a pacer game on, then I'm out. So I'm sorry.
No, I got you. I understand.
It's just been the best family thing right now for us. It's just been amazing.
Joe Bob, would you be allowed to play on Sunday since it's Cam's birthday?
Hell no.
And is that news to you?
No.
And is that news to you? Were you aware of that information?
Nope.
Sure wasn't.
That's where my money was.
Sunday is Cam's birthday. At least in my calendar, it says it's Cam's birthday. Maybe it is.
I'd like to see Joe Bub's calendar.
I think
Just to compare and contrast.
Yes, player for her birthday.
There is no calendar. It does not exist. It just see to your pants and go by it.
You don't have like some of those naughty scantily clad lady calendars in your garage like I see on the TV?
No. We keep it. We keep it. It's PG around here.
Okay, well that's fair.
I'm not sure that's true.
I'm trying to raise 2 daughters right here.
I remember seeing a video of Kenny talking about dog shit.
Well, that's just.
How much rider can you get?
That's just the surface.
Oh yeah, you never know what you're going to get. Poor Jody, we just call her Cantina because that's what she's now stuck as Tina. She's hell on wheels. Oh my God, she is.
She's a piece of work.
Oh God.
He's got his hands full.
Yeah.
He's got more than he can handle.
He's got more than he can handle.
Yes. Fact.
Just leave the window open. Somebody climb in and take it.
I ain't that lucky.
All right. So anyway, TBD on next week.
Okay.
And